shining through. Look at the sea turtle. You can see it even though it is underwater. The shallow water is clear. Clear materials do not block any light. They let light pass through. Okay, so water, boys and girls, is clear. So when things are clear, it allows all the light to go right through. It doesn't block any. Think about your windows in your house, right? Or especially in a car. When your window is completely clear, all the light shines through and you can see everything. It doesn't block any light. So it's the same as if you were in the car or out of the car. It's the same amount of light if you have a clear window. Okay, so in the water is clear, and so when the water is clear, it does not block any of the light, and it goes all the way through, and you can see everything that's in the water. You can see down below. Okay, so light passes through the water. You can see the sea turtle, and you can see the corals. This is coral reef, beyond it, or at the bottom of the ocean. Now, you might be thinking, well, when I go to the ocean, I can't see the bottom of the water. Well, that's because not all water is clear. If the water is not clear, then you cannot see the bottom. You can only see through clear material. That means there's nothing blocking it. Sometimes at our beach in New Jersey, when we go, we can't see. If you go out a little ways, you can't see the bottom where your feet are. And that's because sometimes there's sand that mixes in with the water. And when things mix in, it makes it so that the water's not clear. And then it doesn't let the light pass through to see the bottom. However, this water is very clear, and that is why you can see the bottom. The scientist is sitting in a submarine. A clear plastic dome covers her. The dome does not block the light. So boys and girls, the submarine is something that goes onto the bottom of the ocean floor. Okay, it can travel around too. Usually, sometimes it has a motor, or sometimes it is attached to something else and it just gets dropped to the bottom. This allows scientists to study the things that are in the ocean but they can be protected. They also have air in there so that they can breathe while they're underwater, and they can stay down there for a nice amount of time. Why do you think they use clear plastic for the top where you can see? Why did they use clear plastic? Yeah, they use clear plastic so that she can see out, right? If they used a plastic that was not clear, she would not be able to see everything that she wants to see, okay? Or she would not be able to see clearly. Anything that's clear lets the light shine all the way through. Okay, what does it mean for objects to be clear? Clear means does not block any light. Okay, clear means it does not block any light. Name 2 objects at home or school that are clear. So boys and girls, I want you to think about what are some things that are at your home that are clear. Okay, and then think about what are some things at school. So you may want to tell a grown-up at home, okay, so they can check your object to see if it is that you're thinking of, to see if it is clear. Some of the objects that you might be thinking of is a window, right? Most windows, as long as there's not a screen on it, because if there's a screen, guess what? It's not clear. It's blocking things, because you know how the screen has that, right? The little pieces, they block some of the lights. That makes it not clear. But if you look through maybe the top part of your window where there's no screen, that would be clear and you can see all the way through it. It doesn't block any light. Maybe at home when you're drinking from a glass, you might have a clear glass. Okay? Maybe somebody in your family has glasses, right? It's a clear glass, right? Or maybe you have a plastic cup Look how I can see the turtle straight through my plastic cup. There's a little bit of glare from the video and the light, but you can see through it, okay? The bottom, there's a little bit of writing, so it's not exactly clear at the bottom because we have this writing, okay? But our sides are clear. If I put this up to my eyeball, I'd be able to see right through it. So we have clear plastic too. All right, so think about what other things that you have at your home that are clear, that lets the light pass all the way through it.